Welcome back, traders. So we just bagged 180 pips on EURAUD. So on the Telegram, if you guys are in it, you can see I sent the signal out on the 8th of June and at 9:08 p.m. So this was right after the 4-hour closure. I sent out the signal. We had a 40 pip risk, and you guys can see here this was the before trade. Now as we continued the next morning at 4:45 a.m. We actually hit our target of 180 pips. So this was a very clean trade. Now I'm making this YouTube video to share with you guys how I took this trade and my thought process behind it. So now I have my replay tool on, as you guys can see at the bottom, and I just want to show you guys why I knew price was going to bounce off of this area and push up higher into this level. Now starting off on the daily time frame, you can see EURAUD was pushing to the downside, and you guys can see we were right over here. We were in a bearish market structure, and we had this huge dump to the downside, forming this indecision candlestick. Now if I were to just scroll all the way to the back, you can see this zone right here was an important level of support. If I was to go on the line chart, you can see right here it was acting as a level of support. We broke through, came back above, had that retest, and then over here again we had this retest as well. So I drew on this zone and just highlighting these wicks at the bottom, and I knew this was a very sensitive area for EURAUD. So when price came here after a strong push to the downside and we had this indecision candlestick, I knew that there were a lot of buyers in this market. Because I want you guys to picture this: if there are a lot of sellers entering the market over here and we're pushing price down, why would price stop right over here? It's because there are a lot of buyers at the bottom right here entering buy positions. Now for that reason, I knew that when price was going to come here, we would shoot up. Now coming back to the 4-hour time frame, I was just waiting for price to really push back into this level of support. Now let me just delete this so it's a bit more clearer. Okay, so right over here, we were pushing down further and further. Now this was on my watch list. We formed the shooting star, and I thought, okay, maybe we would actually break this level of support. We formed this strong bearish candlestick. Now with this bearish candlestick, I knew that we would have to wait for the next candlestick to confirm either a break or bounce. But after this candlestick had formed, which was a shooting star formation, I knew right off the bat that this support level was actually going to hold, and we were going to push up higher. Now for this take profit, why I knew price was going to come up here was, if you go to the 1-hour time frame, you can see the first time we rejected off of this level, we had a strong push to the upside, a strong rally, and then right over here is where the bears stepped in to take control of the market. So this right here was, I knew, was going to be my target. So now on 4-hour time frame, we formed a shooting star. We entered a buy position somewhere around here. We had our stop loss at 40 pips, so around this level, and our take profit was just here around 180 pips. So now we're going to see how this trade plays out. So right after shooting star, we had this strong bullish push to the upside. And then immediately right after, you can see we had another strong push to the upside, and then again we formed a strong shooting star formation. So right here we still have around 15 minutes. Now I'm just looking for price to either break or bounce off of this scenario. Before this trade, we bagged 180 pips very easily, and it was just a simple trade to be in. Now if you guys are not in my Telegram, I highly recommend you guys join it for more trades like this. I will be using the YouTube platform to give my in-depth analysis, but I will be very active on my Telegram for the time being.